Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Man Views, where we cover everything that is fatherhood related. I'm B, and I am a custody and co-parenting coach. So, for our channel, we cover things such as court, custody court issues, and anything that is fatherhood related or child related, because we want to put a spotlight on the things that fathers go through that the world doesn't see. So, for this video today, matter of fact, shout out to NewsNation YouTube channel. So they got this video. So pretty much I'm gonna go over it and react to it. So in a nutshell, the thing is, the mother kept the child, hidden the child away from him, even though she didn't have custody of the child. Well, they found the child at the Mexico border, and this father, called Trae the Truth, he's a rapper. He went through like hell and back trying to find his daughter or their daughter, but she made it so difficult to the point where she was really hiding the child from him. So let's watch the video, and I'm gonna give my 2 cents, either between or after the video. Let's go.
Trae the Truth, a rapper and activist in Houston, came on this show at the lowest point in his life. Trae's 6-year-old daughter, named Truth, had been missing since August, when her mother, who did not have custody, picked her up for a weekend visit and did not bring her back. Trae moved heaven and earth to find Truth and had help from the police, the FBI, U.S. Marshals, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and the Black and Missing Foundation. And here's what he told Jesse.
A lot of us over here are broken. Truth right now, mentally, this is super damaging. The Truth don't have to deal with therapy. We don't even, honestly, none of us know what's going on in Truth's head, including her mother. And it's just not right. It's been going on too long. I tell everybody, do not approach them. Don't try and be a hero, because my baby's safety is first and foremost. Call 911 or one of the agencies and just let them know that you've seen a missing child.
On New Year's Day, 2 weeks to the day after Trae made that plea, he picked up his phone to hear the words that he'd been praying for. Truth was found and she's safe. She was spotted in California near the Mexican border. And here for you is their reunion.
Now notice how the child, man, she's just so confused right now. You know what I'm saying? You could feel like she's tired mentally. You could feel like she's just drained, bro. Because these kids, when they go through that, they go through a lot. They might not say it, and they can't say it because they might not have the right words to say it. But you could tell by their body language that she's tired, man.
Trae the Truth joins me live now. Oh my God, Trae, I'm looking at that video, and 2 things. I'm so happy for you to see that reunion, but I also see the trepidation in Truth, and I wonder if she was told some things by your ex while they were on the run.
I believe, man, when I seen her, she was hesitant, but I had braced myself to be strong regardless of when I did see her. But the good thing is, regardless if whatever she was told and whatever she was processing in her head, when she seen her brother, all the reality sunk in, like, these my guys.
Yeah, this is my group, my people. Hey, how is she? How's she doing? All things considered.
She's controlling my house, man. When I say she's always been the boss, but now I believe even more so. She got every day we doing activities. I don't know what made me go buy her this pet goat and everything else we got going on, but she definitely brought the energy back to my life, man, for sure.
Seriously, you bought her a pet goat. Is this picture real that you bought her a pet goat?
Yes, and that was probably the biggest mistake that I've made in a long time. But yeah,
That's a very happy mistake, Trae. I'd have done the same thing. Is she doing okay given the ordeal that she's been through? And have you been able to just speak with her about what's happened and where her mom is?
Honestly, I take it day by day with her. It's as much as I thought it would be harder, she's warmed up. The thing is, love always overrides, and first and foremost, I want to say none of this would have happened without God. So the fact of the mountains that he moved and the people he put in place, that was the true blessing. But I think he's even helping us with the healing process early. At times I see her stare off, and when I'm very observant of my child. So when she may stare off, I know she may be processing things. I feel like the she'll let the therapist know, exactly what's happened. I haven't really pressed the issue of what's been going on. I've just been really focused on loving on her.
Yeah, and it's what 11 or 10:53, almost 11 o'clock Eastern. Here's my guess that she's either fast asleep or she's supposed to be.
She ain't nowhere near sleep. The crazy thing, I can be way across my house and I can, she make any noise, it just automatically ring a bell in my ear. So I hear her now and I know she's up just running around playing, but she in great spirits, man. Super great. It's gonna be a process. I know, honestly, the therapist told me from what she gathered, some things definitely have been placed in her, but she said, we all were prepared that it was going to be a process. And as a loving father, I'm going to be here till the end. So I'm going to ride it out, whatever comes with it. But one thing for sure, she going to know she protected and loved.
If she wants to barge in at any time, go ahead and allow her, just like I think you're allowing her to do about anything she wants right now. But I just want to ask you about the fact that she was found so close to the Mexican border. Did the authorities tell you that this was literally within an inch of you maybe not seeing her again if she'd been able to get over that border?
They definitely said she was super close to the border. I think, man, I don't know exactly how spiritual you may be or others, but I think once I let go and understood that she was in God's hands, I worried a little less and I just prayed and prayed harder. And I think it all happened at the right time. And then it happened January 1st of 2025. So he definitely made a statement with that. But as a father and how I love my kids, what I can say, even if she would have crossed the border, nothing was going to stop me from going over there to find my child.
I was in church yesterday with my boy and said a little prayer for all those less fortunate. And I'm just going to throw this whole process in there as well. I think that prayer does a lot. And I'm glad that your prayers were answered. Thank you for being with me tonight. And God bless you and enjoy all your time with that sweetheart.
For sure, man. It's going to be a long process. I can't wait till y'all meet her. And lastly, man, I just, I'm going to stay focused, stay positive. A couple of things hit my radar about even more stuff that can add to complicate my situation with my daughter. But for the most part, man, God's got it. And I'm not going to stop, man. I'm just going to love on her to death.
That's a heck of a New Year's present and Christmas present for years to come. Thank you for being here tonight. Thanks for watching.
Oh, man. So where do we begin, man? So let me put some last love feedback to this. Number one, it is sad that, the child this young have to go to therapy now. Like the key thing is you don't want a child to be in therapy that early, to be so confused, even in that very beginning when you saw her being hesitant. That's because because the child could tell the child she's old enough to have some kind of sense and small enough to ask, hey, where's daddy? Like, how come out of nowhere, out the blue, daddy's gone? Like, how come I haven't seen daddy in a while? Because kids are used to routines. As soon as you turn off or you throw off a child's routine, the child start questioning, like, wait, what's going on? Because on this day, I'm supposed to be with so-and-so or doing this and that or da-da-da. Or I'm supposed to be in school or whatever the case might be. Once that get thrown off, they start asking questions like, hey, what's going on? And a lot of time, these type of mothers, what they'll do is, unfortunately, they will make up excuses or lies and tell the child that, your dad is a bad guy, your dad is evil, your dad is da-da-da, did this to you, said that to you, that's why he's not there, that's why we're going to Mexico or wherever she's trying to go. And then they'll put that fear in that child's head. I think a lot of kids that grow up without a father, when they become adults, they just hate the father, not just because the father wasn't there. 'Cause I spoke to a lot of young adults and also adults too that grew up without a father, and they'll say, because daddy was da da da, and then when I ask them, okay, well, did you see your dad did this? Did your dad do that? Did you see your dad say this exactly to you? No, mommy told. That's what my mom said. That, so they go by what the mothers say, right? And then when you're that young, you're not gonna question your mom. You're gonna believe what she's saying to you because in your head it's like, well, this is my mom. Why would she lie to me about my father? Right? So, and then with these kids, once they kind of see that, oh, mommy was lying, because kids are very smart. We don't give kids enough credit. Eventually, one thing about kids that I've learned is that I work with kids, like, from daycare, preschool, kindergarten, elementary school, all the way to like high school and even college. When you work with kids, especially that young too, the more time you spend with them, they will see the truth for themselves. It doesn't matter what the other parties say, the other parents say. Give that child enough time with that parent that's being talked bad on. He or she, the child, will see the truth. Oh, so he's not a bad guy. What? He never touched me, harmed me, and say anything bad about me or to me. Like, what was she talking about? They'll eventually figure it out. And that's what happened, right? Eventually, you could tell from the first clip of the video all the way to like the actual photos. You see her like smiling again. You see her being happy again with him, right? Because she learned, okay, so my mom was just lying. Thank God, with him, he's famous enough to have his story covered by the news, right? He's a very well-known rapper in the hip-hop culture community. But a lot of fathers that are not well-known, that are not famous, they go through this thing every single day where their child is missing. Fun fact, here's a fun fact. Do you know why the state of Florida, in 2023, July 1st, decided to make the state of Florida a 50-50 state, which means, before that it was, the mom would walk into the courthouse with 100%, time sharing or custody. In the fall, they had to prove why he should receive any kind of percentage of custody, where the law changed, where it became 50-50, where now the father walk into the courtroom, whether or not he's married or he had the child, out of a wedlock. He walks into that courtroom with 50-50, and then the mother didn't have to say why he shouldn't get 50-50. The law changed because I've got this guy's name. I could look it up later on. But it's like this black father. So what happened is, prior to that, is the mother of his child, the same thing that happened to Trae with, the mother going away with the child. The guy that helped change the law, that fought to change the flow of the law, his mother of the child did the exact same thing. She took his child and went into hiding, went out of state. Went out of the state of Florida. He didn't know where the child was at. The child went missing. He didn't know what location, how the child was doing, if the child is eating and sleeping, if the child's alive. No one knew where the mother was at. When they finally got caught, the man was like, man, you know what, man? Enough is enough. We can't be doing this. We got to change something. And then that helped Florida become a 50-50 state. I said that to say, a lot of fathers go through that. If you never went through that, if you're not a father, you can't understand what I'm saying or what Trae went through and what that child went through. A lot of time these, BBMs, unfortunately, they think they are hurting the father by hiding the child by keeping the kid away from the father. You guys are not only hurting the father, you actually hurting the child as well. Now the child gotta have to go to therapy. Now the child's confused. You know what I mean? And then now, most likely too, bad enough, like they said in the beginning of the video, she didn't even have custody. Now he's like, wait, you pulling this stunt? Now I'm gonna go to the courthouse, make sure you don't see the child no more. Because if I give you a child, that means you're gonna run away again. Because now if they go to a family court, the judge will be like, hey, so last time he gave you the child, what it's like for either time sharing or whatever the case was they had in place, you ran away with that child. So why should we give you the child again? How do we know you won't run away again? So now the child won't even have the mother in her life, and he's like, not right now, not no time soon. Why? My final thought is, listen, parents, when co-parenting, leave your feelings out of it. Whatever you and that dude or that dude and that woman y'all went through, the child have nothing to do with it. The child's innocent. It's not that big of a deal. Co-parent. That's for every single body, both fathers and mothers. Overall, man, listen, hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be making more and more videos like this, more reaction videos, more podcasting soon, and if you're a father that's going through custody battles, or you need co-parenting strategy, menviews.org. That's www.menviews.org, and book a one-on-one coaching session. All right. Lastly, listen, everybody, please, man, do right by them kids. Let the father be part of that child's life and let that child have a father. Just like how the world wants the child to have a mother, which is great, the child need both parents. Okay? See y'all next time.